Hello, 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 hello. We are live once again. This is day 14. Y'all, day 14 of the Breakthrough Challenge. Let me say it again. It is day 14 of the Breakthrough Challenge. We are almost halfway through, y'all. Halfway through. Now, what I want to talk about today is the truth about self-sabotage. That's right. We really need to get into this. We really need to get into this. Before we do, I'm going to pray us through. Dear God, thank you for everyone who is on this breakthrough challenge, who is a part of this breakthrough challenge, who is ready to break through so their dreams can come true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, I'm just excited. Thank you for this excitement. Thank you for the energy that people are putting into this, and I'm just so excited to see this world continue to I'm excited to see people continue to contribute their best to this world as we work on taking our ideas off the back burner. All right, thank you so much. Give everyone the strength and energy to push forward, because we got this. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Okay, like I said, this is an interfaith community, so whatever your religious views are, come through, come through, come through. Okay. Now, so we're talking about the truth about self-sabotage. So what is self-sabotage? Well, as we know it, it's when you or me get in our own way, right? You want to be in a relationship and you finally meet this amazing person and you do something to mess it up. You get this great job and you just start doing things not like yourself to mess it up. It's when you want to be on a diet or you want to lose 30 pounds and you know how to eat, you know what to do at the gym, and yet you go for Oreos and binge watching Netflix. We've all been there, okay? Let's keep it real. We have all been there in some way, some form. Let me not say we all. Maybe there are people who just perfectly go through their goals without any resistance. That's you. God bless you. Okay. But many of us have dealt with this term that we call self-sabotage. And so for this goal, if you're just coming in, then you know it is to take a idea that you've had on the back burner and push it forward, work on it some way, somehow for 30 days. The example I always use is, let's say you want to meditate more. You have an idea of yourself being a master meditator. Maybe you do meditate an hour a day. Or maybe for the 30 days you say, I'm going to meditate for at least 5 minutes a day. And then boom, tell me you don't start feeling better at the end of those 30 days. Tell me you don't get some insight at the end of those 30 days. It's about seeing how we can continuously and consistently show up for ourselves. My challenge is to do a freestyle. And I'm also sharing some information with you all as I go forward. So, here we go. It's day, what did I say? Day 14 of the Freestyle Challenge. And if you have been coming up against some resistance, if you have been feeling like, You're working on this goal. You said you're going to do it for 30 days, and then it just seems like something's getting in your way. It's normal. If you feel like it's you getting in your way, the self-sabotage, it's normal. But here's the thing. I actually heard someone say this. Teal Swan, someone who I watch on YouTube, and I heard someone else say it before months ago, but I can't remember who said it. But I've heard this thing talked about before on self-sabotage, and I thought it was so real. And that is, well, the way Teal Swan put it is that there's actually no such thing as self-sabotage. And the way that I've heard it put before by Teal Swan and other teachers, the concept, the basic concept is that a lot of times when we are working on a goal and we do something that goes against what we say we want, we get upset at ourselves and start beating up on ourselves, and we start thinking the worst of ourselves. We start making assumptions about ourselves. I'm lazy. I don't care enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not deserving. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And then boom, you don't even have any energy to do what you've been saying you're going to do, because you've been beating up on yourself for what you view as sabotaging yourself. And one of the things that I like to teach about self-love is empathy, how important it is for us to have empathy for ourselves, and then watch how being able to empathize with ourselves spreads out into the world as we are able to empathize with others. And so this idea about self-sabotage, I really think will help us to empathize with ourselves. And that is when we find ourselves getting in our own way, what's really happening is it's the body trying to protect us. The mind wants to keep us safe. That's the purpose. The brain wants to keep us safe from danger. And when we come up against a new goal, when we're trying to do something new, the brain looks at it, at this challenge, at this new thing, and says, whoa, hey now, that's not safe. I'm not used to this. So the brain wants to keep us safe because we're doing something that we're not used to doing. And therefore, it does things, or it gives us these thoughts to try to get us to get in our own way. So you want to start eating healthier, and the brain is like, whoa, what are all these vegetables? Whose man's is this? That's what the brain is saying. And so it's like, no, here's what you really need. We are used to cookies. So get yourself some cookies, okay? And also, the brain knows that you may be feeling some stress over the temptation to go back to your old ways. So now it's telling you that it is a good idea to eat the cookies. And here's the thing. It's also telling you that, like, you want to feel better, right? We all want to feel better. No one wants to experience pain. So what happens is now you're going, how do I protect myself? How do I protect myself from the fear of, I could spend all this time trying to eat healthy and exercising and nothing will change? How do I protect myself from the uneasy feelings of delaying an immediate want for a far away goal? And so now, in order to soothe yourself, you just ate 20 cookies. Sounds like me. But seriously, so now You're doing this though to try to make yourself feel better. Think about that. So when you do something that is contrary to what it is you actually want, it's really you trying to make yourself feel better because you perceive some sort of danger. You perceive, without maybe even consciously realizing it, you perceive some sort of threat, whether it is the threat of stress or the threat of change or the threat of discomfort. So now you are comforting yourself with things that might not be serving your goal, but they are serving your ability to remain in an environment that you recognize, whether that environment be external or internal. And when you realize that, you can empathize with yourself. You can say, hey, I'm not this lazy, useless person who keeps messing up my goals. I am someone who is trying to make myself feel better. Once you're conscious about that, you can say to yourself, all right, what are the thoughts that are going to help me do the things that will actually make me feel better in the long run, that will help me do the things that will actually help me achieve the goals that are good for me? So if your thought is, if you're trying to eat healthier and your thought is, I just want to go ham on some cookies right now, you can identify the thought. What's the thought? Maybe the thought is, I'm stressed, I need comfort. That's perfectly fair. You have a habit programmed into your brain that's telling you that when you are stressed, you eat cookies for comfort. Now you can say, will it actually comfort me in the long run? Once I stop eating the cookies and the sugar wears off and the crash comes in, will I really feel better? And the answer is probably no. So you tell yourself, what would make me actually feel better? You could go for a walk. Maybe you can journal so you can figure out what's stressing you. Maybe you talk to someone who you think could offer some valuable advice. There are a number of things that you can do that will actually help. Or maybe you do get the cookies, but you promise yourself you're only having 3. Because, hey, we all deserve a treat every now and again. The point is, when you understand that you are actually just someone trying to make yourself feel better, you can look at self-sabotage completely different and have some empathy. When you realize that every time you get in your way, you are really just trying to make yourself feel better, you can empathize with yourself, and then you can dig through your thoughts a little bit and figure out what is the thought that will actually be helpful towards you achieving your goal. So that is it. That is all for today. I hope that helped somebody. We are in day 14. If you have done anything that looks like self-sabotage, just realize you were just in some way trying to make yourself feel better, and you know what? There are other ways for you to feel better, and part of that is doing the things that will get you towards your goal. And one of the ways we have energy for that is to empathize with ourselves. So I just want to encourage you to do that. Empathize with yourself. Be nice to yourself along the journey. It's important. Self-love is the foundation for all of this. And let's go. Day 14. Okay, so I'm going to end in a freestyle as usual. Here we go. Even when I seem to be getting in my own way, I know that I can still slay. Because the creator who made me still has something to say, and as long as I am here, I have a chance to do better each and every day. No one ever said I had to be perfect to make progress, but if I want to make progress, I must progress. So I'm gonna keep coming through. For me, I'm going to keep putting energy on my dreams. I don't have to be perfect, but I do have to move. I do have to make sure that I come through for me, because my dreams are just waiting to wake up and be a reality. So even if it seems like there were days where I was self-sabotaging, that was in the past. But today is a new day, and I will keep believing in myself each and every day. Come on, I got this. You got this. We got this. It's day 14. Let's go. We are halfway through. Let's put some energy on our goals. Let's do this, y'all. We got this. All right. Talk to you later.